we are reading Srimad Bhagavad-Gita as it is. This is chapter 4, text 40 and 41. So these two verses were studied yesterday, and we will continue to study the same two verses again today, as I have been asked to do. So I will recite the verse. Agyascha shraddhadhanascha Samshayatma vinashyati Nayam lokosti na paro Na sukham samshayatmanah Yoga sanyasta karmanam Jnana sanchinna sanshayam Atmavantam na karmani Nibadhnanti dhananjaya Agya, a fool who has no knowledge in standard scriptures. Cha, and ashraddhadhanaha, without faith in revealed scriptures. Cha, also sanyasya, of doubts. Atma, a person. Vinashyati, falls back. Na, never. Ayam, in this. Lokaha, world. Asti, there is. Na, nor. Paraha, in the next life. Na, not. Sukham, happiness. Sanshaya, doubtful. Atmanaha, of the person. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. But ignorant and faithless persons who doubt the revealed scriptures do not attain God consciousness. They fall down. For the doubting soul, there is happiness neither in this world nor in the next. Purport. Out of many standard and authoritative revealed scriptures, the Bhagavad-Gita is the best. Persons who are almost like animals have no faith in or knowledge of the standard revealed scriptures, and some, even though they have knowledge of or can cite passages from the revealed scriptures, have actually no faith in these words. And even though others may have faith in scriptures, like Bhagavad-Gita, they do not believe in or worship the personality of Godhead Sri Krishna. Such persons cannot have any standing in Krishna consciousness. They fall down. Out of all the above mentioned persons, those who have no faith and are always doubtful make no progress at all. Men without faith in God and His revealed word find no good in this world, nor in the next. For them there is no happiness whatsoever. One should therefore follow the principles of revealed scriptures with faith, and thereby be raised to the platform of knowledge. Only this knowledge will help one become promoted to the transcendental platform of spiritual understanding. In other words, doubtful persons have no status whatsoever in spiritual emancipation. One should therefore follow in the footsteps of great acharyas who are in the disciplic succession and thereby attain success. Let me also read the translation and purport of the next verse. Translation. One who acts in devotional service, renouncing the fruits of his actions, and whose doubts have been destroyed by transcendental knowledge, is situated factually in the self. Thus he is not bound by the reactions of work, O conqueror of riches. Purport. One who follows the instruction of the Bhagavad-Gita as it is imparted by the Lord, the personality of Godhead Himself, becomes free from all doubts by the grace of transcendental knowledge. He, as a part and parcel of the Lord in full Krishna consciousness, is already established in self-knowledge. As such, he is undoubtedly above bondage to action. Let us offer Mangalacharan prayers. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manovishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamsya. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti-vedanta Swami iti namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So this verse is in the sequence of verses where Krishna is describing the importance and greatness of transcendental knowledge. Before 5-6 verses, there are a sequence of verses describing various types of yajna. And after that, the famous verse comes, Tad vidhi pranipatena prashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshina. That one should take shelter of, one should serve and inquire from those who are tattvadarshis, who have seen the truth, and serve them, then they can impart transcendental knowledge. And after that, Krishna is describing what happens when one gets that knowledge. There are a previous few verses where he describes what happens when one gets transcendental knowledge, Divya Gyan. And there he describes that once all reactions are burnt to ashes, transcendental knowledge is like a fire, and all reactions of previous karma, everything gets burnt. And ultimately one attains the supreme destination. Now here he is saying, but ignorant and faithless persons, the two type of persons he is talking about, who doubt the revealed scriptures, do not attain God consciousness, they fall down. There are many people in this world who don't believe scriptures. They say this is the creation of mankind. Someone has just written all this, and they have no faith. Then they are called ignorant, agya. And then the second category is ashraddhadhanasya, those who have no faith. Means they believe the scriptures are there, but still they don't have full faith. They don't have full faith. Both of them sanshayatma. They are referred here sanshayatma because they have so much of doubt. Many times people believe, yes, Bhagavad-Gita is there, it's a scripture given by God, but maybe everything will not be true. Some things may be okay. So they don't have full faith in the words of scriptures and God. So what happens to them? Vinashyati, they fall down. They cannot progress. Nayam loko nasti na paro. Neither in this world nor in the para. Neither in this world nor in the next world. Na sukham sanshayatmana. There is no happiness for them. For those who have doubts, always having this doubtful. Prabhuji, I have this doubt. Prabhuji, Maharaj, I have this doubt. All the time doubts, whole life only doubts. Then there will not be much progress. So, the progress in spiritual life very much depends on faith. It's not an intellectual quest. It's not an intellectual struggle that to acquire a lot of knowledge. Even if someone gets a lot of knowledge but does not have faith, he will not be able to progress. This is the lesson from this verse. And the second verse, which is on the contrary, says that one who acts in devotional service, renouncing the fruits of his actions, and whose doubts have been destroyed by transcendental knowledge. Someone who has received transcendental knowledge, he cannot have any doubts. Someone who has doubts means he does not have transcendental knowledge. They are mutually exclusive. Just like wherever there is light, there is no darkness. Wherever there is darkness, there is no light. Both cannot coexist together. Similarly, transcendental knowledge and doubts cannot exist together. It's not possible. Existence of one negates the existence of other. Just like wherever there is light, there cannot be darkness. It's not that there is darkness also and light also. Actually, there is no existence of darkness. It's just the absence of light. When light comes, no other effort is required to remove darkness. Just the presence of light removes darkness automatically. It's not that now light has come, now I need to do something else also to throw darkness out of the room. If you want the darkness out of the room, just turn on the switch, light comes, darkness is gone. When the sun rises in the morning, sun doesn't have to do anything else to remove the darkness. Darkness automatically goes away. Similarly, when one gets transcendental knowledge, all the doubts will automatically go away. Jnana sanchinna sanshayam. All the sanshaya, they get destroyed. Sanchinna means destroyed completely by this knowledge. And the very basis of this knowledge is faith, Shraddha. We all have heard the 9 steps in devotional service, and the first step is Shraddha, faith. Shraddha, then Sadhu Sangha, then Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, and it goes on. So Shraddha, the faith is the starting point. Without faith, there is no question of spiritual progress. But how to get that faith? Huh? This is so many people here, so many people know so many things, but still people don't have strong faith. And what is this faith? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu talks about it in Chaitanya Charitamrita, and he defines Shraddha Shabde Vishwasa Kahe Sudrina Nischay Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Krita Hoy. One who has this firm conviction that by performing Krishna Bhakti everything else will be done. Everything will be achieved. I have full faith in this. This is called Shraddha. There is full conviction. If someone has this kind of idea that we need to do bhakti also, but so many other things are separately required, then that is not full faith. Some faith is there, but it's not full faith. Whatever other efforts are required, that can be part of bhakti. It should not be a separate thing. When we think other things as separate from Krishna or Krishna's activity, then it means we don't have full faith. And this faith comes only in the association of those who have that kind of faith. There is no other way to get that faith. ब्रह्मांड भ्रमिते कौन भाग्यवान जीव Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Beach. So by the mercy of Guru and Krishna, one gets this seed of devotional service. So what is that seed? That is some faith develops. That's where. Many times we hear someone not having any faith, but comes in contact of an advanced devotee, and then faith develops. He starts having faith. So this faith is the starting point in devotional service, without which no progress is possible. No progress is possible. In this regard, we have heard many stories. The famous story of a Brahmana and a cobbler, we all have heard. The Brahmana is well versed in scriptures, he is reciting scriptures, can quote shlokas, but still he does not have faith. The cobbler, who is very much illiterate, does not know many shlokas, but he has very strong faith. I am not going to recite the whole story. I am hoping most of us have heard about it, but I will tell a few other stories. So, in devotional service, in bhakti, faith is at the center. That's where our devotional service starts. This is the first step in our devotional service. Those who have doubts, don't have full faith, they cannot progress. Vinashyati, they fall down. This thing should be very clear. Very clear. Here in the purport, Srila Prabhupada writes that out of many standard scriptures, Bhagavad-Gita is the best. Persons who are almost like animals have no faith in this, and they reveal the scriptures. So there are people who have no faith in Bhagavad-Gita. Many people don't believe. Say, I don't believe Bhagavad-Gita. Then there are people who believe Bhagavad-Gita, but actually have, and believe means they have, no, not believe, but they have knowledge of Bhagavad-Gita. And they can quote shlokas from there, but still don't have faith in that. They can quote shlokas, they can recite, but they don't have faith that this works. There are a lot of people like that. So both categories, and there is another third category where people have faith in Bhagavad Gita, they can quote verses, but they don't have faith in the personal form of the Lord, which is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Those impersonalists, they accept Bhagavad Gita, they study Bhagavad Gita, but their conclusion is wrong. They consider the impersonal form of Krishna as the highest. So see, there are many categories of people. with different levels. Some don't have faith at all, some have some faith but not strong, some have full faith but they derive completely distorted meaning out of it. So they will say, yes, these verses are given by God, but God is impersonal. They are not able to get the true meaning as it is meaning. So this transcendental knowledge, when that gets, and this transcendental knowledge is revealed knowledge, it's not something acquired knowledge. We should understand the difference between the two. A knowledge that we just read and memorize, that is not transcendental knowledge. That may be some information that we have received. Transcendental knowledge is always revealed within the heart. In the heart of those who have full faith in Krishna and full faith in Guru. Yasya deve parabhaktir tatha deve yatha deve tatha guru tasyaite kathita herta prakashante mahatmana. In the heart of those who have full faith in Krishna and Guru, this knowledge is revealed in the heart. In the morning we sing this prayer, Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adhama Janara Bandhu Divya Jnana Hriday Prakashito. Divya Jnana Hriday Prakashito. Transcendental knowledge means Divya Jnana. And that Divya Jnana is always Hriday Prakashito, is revealed in the heart. So when that knowledge is revealed in the heart, the person is able to see the true nature of the world, true nature of oneself, and he understands the relationship with himself and the God. Everything is very clear. He will not have any doubt. Everything is very clear. A person having transcendental knowledge will not have any doubt. To him everything is clear. No one can shake his faith. It's very clear to him. Just like there is darkness here in the room, I am not able to see. So I am very confused where to go, which way to go, how to, all these problems are there. But as soon as the light comes and everything is lit, then there is no confusion. I clearly know which way to go, how to reach home. Everything is visible and clear. Similarly, when there is no transcendental knowledge, then there is a ignorance. So in the ignorance, so many doubts will be there. What is life? What is not life? Who I am? I don't know. Maybe I am this, maybe I am that. All kind of confusions will be there. But when the transcendental knowledge is revealed in the heart, all these things will be clear. Just like when light comes, everything is clear. Similarly, when transcendental knowledge is like light, when it's revealed within the heart by the mercy of Lord and Super Soul and the Guru, then everything becomes very, very clear. So this is the philosophical understanding of these two verses. So someone who does not have, he will fall down and he cannot have any happiness. Just like when there is everything dark and we have so much difficulty, we are not happy. When there is light, everything is clear, we are happy. Similarly, when there is there is ignorance in the heart, person cannot be happy. He will have so much difficulty in his life. But someone who has transcendental knowledge, everything is crystal clear. There is no question of any difficulty. His life will be very smooth. And to that kind of a person, there is no bondage of reactions of his work. He will not have any bondage, because whatever he will do, it will be in full knowledge, and he will always act to please Krishna, because he has that knowledge. So he will not be bound by anything. That is the symptom of a person who has transcendental knowledge. Now to understand this, I will tell a couple of stories or more if there is time. So the first to understand this, person who has full faith and persons who study scriptures but still don't have faith. The one story I already mentioned in brief is the story of this Brahmana and the cobbler. Another story I have heard from great personalities, His Holiness Shri Gaura Gobind Swami Maharaj used to tell this story. So there was a boy, his name was Nandu, and he was living in a village with his mother and very poor. And when he grew up a little bit, the time came for him to go to school. And his mother was staying in a remote village, very far, and there was no school nearby. The closest school was very far, and to go there, they had to cross the whole forest, the dense forest. Deep, dense forest they have to cross to go to the other side, where there is a Gurukul and a teacher who is teaching. So mother decides to take her only son to that Gurukul. So she went the first day along with her son, and approached, she saw that the Guru was teaching shlokas from Bhagavad-Gita. Everybody was reciting. So he went and handed over her son to the shelter of the Guru. And now please teach my son. Guru accepted. And in this way his education started, things were going on. So every day mother will take the child and bring him back. One day mother fell sick and she was unable to go. So she said, you go alone today. You have seen the way, every day I have been going and coming, so you know the way, why don't you just go? So he said, but mother, it's a deep dense forest, what if I feel scared? This is deep forest, I'm a small boy. What if I'm scared? Or if some animals come, a tiger comes, what should I do? So mother said, don't worry, your big brother lives there in the forest. You just call him. His name is Gopal. And oh mother, you never told me of my big brother. I said, no, I am telling you now. You go there, and whenever you have any difficulty or you feel scared, you just call Gopal and he will come. He is a little bluish color. He wears some one mala, the garlands made of forest flowers, and he also plays flute. He will come to help you. Don't worry, you just go. So he started having full faith on what mother said. He went. And while he went some way, and then the deep forest came, he started feeling scared. He started hearing some sounds, and then it's very scary for him. Immediately remembered, mother told me to call Gopal. So he called Gopal. He called 2-3 times, and within a few minutes he started hearing the sound of the flute. And then someone just appeared in front of him, little bluish color, exactly as her mother had described. And he said, don't worry, I'll take you through the forest. He said, okay, please take me. And that Gopal took him to the other side of the forest. And he said, okay, go and study. I will come again in the evening and take you back to your home. He went, he studied there. And then again Gopal came and then took him back home. And in this way, whenever mother will not come, he will come. Sometimes he will say, don't worry mother, you stay home. I have my friend there, I can go. Whenever I need, I will call, he comes and he helps me. So every day it was going on like this. One day the teacher told that tomorrow is some special occasion, Guru Purnima, and all of you should bring something from your home. something to share with everyone, some prasadam to share. She also came home and told, Mother, Guru has asked for some prasadam tomorrow. Please give something. Mother said, I have nothing. What will you take? Why don't you ask your Gopal? Maybe he can help. She said, okay, I will ask. She goes to the forest and then calls Gopal. Gopal comes. Gopal, I have a problem today. My Guru has asked for some prasadam, for everyone to bring something from their home. All other students will bring, I have nothing. So I said, don't worry. Then Gopal gives him a small pot of kheer. So you take this small pot, but no problem. So that boy Nandu takes it to his Guru. Everybody got big pot, so many things. This Nandu has only a small pot of kheer. So Guru asks everyone to distribute everyone's prasadam to everyone so that they share. And this kheer also they distribute to everyone. Little. But after they distribute, they see that the pot is again filled back. And they distribute again it's filled back. So everyone is eating, everyone eats a lot of kheer and it's so tasty. They have never eaten kheer like that. And the pot is still full. So everyone ate to their satisfaction. And the Guru was surprised that how come this pot is not getting empty? It's a small pot and we are serving everyone. And everyone is eating so much of kheer but it's not getting empty. He asked Nandu, where did you get this pot? He said, I have a friend, I have a big brother who lives in the forest and he gave me this pot. He said, why are you lying? I know your family. You are the only son of your mother. There is no big brother. He said, no, I have a big brother. I am not lying. So Guru first scolds him that you are lying. You tell me the truth. He said, no, if you don't trust me, then why don't you come with me? I will have you meet with my big brother. So Guru, just out of curiosity, he says, okay, I will come today. So Nandu brings his Guru along with him on the way back. And when he gets in the forest a little bit, he calls, Gopal, please come. Gopal does not come. But he hears the voice of Gopal. That when you were calling me, I always came because you had full faith on me. But your Guru, who is teaching every day and is speaking about me, does not have that faith. So I cannot appear in this form in front of him. So then Guru understood. He immediately embraced the boy. He even begged apology. Says, you are so blessed that Lord is personally coming to take you through this forest. Please give me your blessings that someday I will also get his darshan. So what we see is exactly this, that the Guru has been teaching every day to the children shlokas from the scriptures, but he still does not have that faith. But this boy is so innocent. He has such a strong faith. So because of this faith, that's why Krishna is so pleased. And he comes personally. So this boy has that knowledge about Krishna. So similarly, there is another story I'll tell to illustrate the same point further. There are many stories actually which describe about this whole idea of the faith, having unconditional, full, strong faith in the words of the scriptures and Krishna. So once, a few hundred years ago, as far as I know, this is a true story, and the previous one also is a true story. They are true stories. there was a somewhere close to this Braj area, just outside, maybe Agra or somewhere in this area, they said there was a dacoit, and his name was Daku Bhagat Singh. He was a very big dacoit. People were afraid of him. So one day, he along with his gang did some robbery, and then after that they realized that the government people were chasing him, the police officers were chasing him. So he was running for his life. And while running, and they were hiding in the jungles or somewhere, and then finally somewhere they came to a place where one satsang was going on. Satsang was going on. So one Vakta, the speaker, some teacher, or you can say a Brahman or a sadhu, maybe a sadhu we can say. He was speaking, and there were so many devotees who were hearing, and he was describing the beauty of Krishna. That how beautiful Krishna is, and how ornaments he wears. So many nice ornaments. Just like we have the verse Angani Alola Chandra Kalasadvana Malya Vanshi Ratnangadang Pranayakeli Kala Vilasham Shyamam Tribhanga Lalitam Niyata Prakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So Alola Chandra Kalasadvana Malya Vanshi Ratnangadang Ratna Angadam. So his body is decorated with Ratna. Ratna means jewels. So many, and those ornaments are not ordinary ornaments of this world. She was describing in very detail that Krishna wears this kind of ornament here in his as earrings, as a garland, necklace. Then in hands he has ornaments. In his hair also he has some ornaments. So, and his legs also he wears some things. So whole body he is describing beautiful ornaments he has. And this dacoit Bhagat Singh is hearing, oh, so many ornaments. It's a good candidate for me. Good candidate for me. Because that's what he wants. He wants wherever these if he knows that this person has a lot of jewels or money or something, then he will go and rob that person. So he is hearing very attentively that there are two boys, Krishna and Balaram, he is describing, and they wear these kind of ornaments. She was hearing with full attention because this is of something of very interest to him. So at the end of the class, when the class was over, everybody started to leave. And when everybody is gone, he runs to that sadhu who is speaking, the speaker, and holds him. You tell me where these boys live. He said, which boys are you talking about? Are the two boys you were talking about in the class, those who wear these ornaments? Those what are you saying that Krishna, what is their names? Krishna. He says, Krishna Balaram. Yes, those Krishna Balaram, those two boys. Where do they live? Saying, are you crazy? Why are you asking where do they live? He says, they don't live anywhere. He says, you tell me the truth, otherwise I will kill you. He is thinking that he is hiding. He is not telling me. You tell me, otherwise I will kill you right away. And he shows his big knife. And the sadhu is really frightened. He is thinking what to do. Where to tell where these boys live. He says, okay. Then this dacoit is thinking, maybe he will not tell like this. He thinks, okay. He says, listen. I promise you, I will get all these ornaments, 50% yours, 50% mine. I promise you, I will bring whatever I will get, I will share 50% with you and 50% I will keep. Now you tell. This person is still thinking where to tell, where these boys are. Saying, are you fool? These boys are in this book. In this book only. They are nowhere. They are in this book. So this person is speaking from the book, but does not have faith. Saying, they are in book only. Are you fool? You think they are somewhere? They are in the book only. This dacoit thinks that he is still hiding. He is not telling me. He is trying to avoid me. Now last time I am telling, you tell me or I will kill you right now. Then he starts thinking what to do. They live in Vrindavan, there is a village, go there. They are in the village Vrindavan, go. He just wants to get rid of this person. He is so frightened. So this way says Vrindavan, okay, Vrindavan, Krishna Balram, Vrindavan, Krishna Balram, Krishna Balram, Vrindavan village, Vrindavan. Like thinking like this. He says, where is Vrindavan? You go this way, somebody will tell you, go from here, go. So once they are gone, he is relieved. Oh, finally, this person is really scary. So now he goes searching for those two boys to find these ornaments. So he comes, he asks someone, where is that village Vrindavan? Somebody directs, so you cross Yamuna and the other side there is a village, that is Vrindavan. He comes to Vrindavan and he is searching everywhere, really searching. Like a thief who knows that some jewelry or something is kept somewhere, he will be very meticulously, with full focus and attention, he will search. That's how he is searching everywhere. In the forest, where is Krishna? Where are those two boys? Sometimes he is also calling out the names or searching. And then he starts to hear the flute. And within few minutes, those two boys appear before him. He sees those two boys. And as soon as he sees, oh yes, he told this jewelry. He is only looking at the jewelry. What all they are wearing. Then he says, stop! Immediately give me all the jewelry that you have, or I will kill you. Give me. This boy says, no, these jewelries Mother Yashoda has given me. I will not give you. I will not give you. Then he threatens them. See, you are boys, I don't want to kill you. You just give this to me and you go. I will not do anything to you. And these boys are saying, no, Mother Yashoda has put this. She will ask, where are your jewelries in the evening when we go back? I cannot give you. And in this process, while they are talking for some time, because he is hearing the sweet voice of Krishna and seeing this beautiful form of Krishna and Balaram, his heart starts to melt. The transformation happens. And after some time, he loses all taste for stealing that jewelry. And he falls down, unconscious. When he gets up, then Krishna says, okay, here are my jewelries, you take. Now he is not willing to take. He says, no, I don't want to jewelry, I just want to hear that flute. Please play that flute. I want to hear that flute. But Krishna forcefully gives that jewelry to him. Says, you take it. And he goes, but he says, so you come here every day? Krishna says, yes, we come here every day. So okay, so I will again come tomorrow. And I will come and I will talk to you. And he goes back. And he remembers his promise that he has made to that sadhu, that whatever jewelry I get, I will share with you 50%. So he goes to find that sadhu. When he again goes, that sadhu sees him, he is again frightened. Oh, this fellow has come back again. Big headache. He tries to run away. But he runs after him and catches him. See, I found those two boys and I have got the jewelry. Now I told you 50%, you take your 50%. He says, are you a fool? You have got some jewelry from some other place and you are showing me? He says, no, you look at these jewelries, you look at it. So when the sadhu looks at the jewelries, he can see that these are not from this world. Very easily he can recognize. This kind of jewelry is in this world not easy to find. Then he starts to think. He says, can you take me to those two boys? Still he is not having full faith. He is doubting from where he got these jewelries. He says, yes, they come in Vrindavan every day. At this time they come and they told me they will come tomorrow also. I'll take you. So he takes that sadhu. So he goes, and then this dacoit, he calls Krishna and Balaram. Krishna, Balaram, please come. And within a few minutes, the flute sound he starts to hear. And Krishna Balaram come. And he is able to see. The dacoit is able to see, but that sadhu is not able to see. He said, you see, they are standing here. He says, where? I can't see anything. I can't see anything. He is not able to see. So then, in this way, he starts to understand that this dacoit, even though he may have done so many sinful activities, but he had full faith in what he heard. So Krishna is actually talking to him, but not to me. Then Krishna Balaram, he asks that, my Lord, he is not able to see you. He is saying he is not able to see you. Why is that? And Krishna tells, because you have full faith in me. That's why I am visible to you. But he does not have faith. Even though he is talking, he is glorifying, he is describing my form and speaking Srimad Bhagavatam, but still he does not have that faith. So he cannot see me. But then this sadhu, he bows down to this dacoit and prays that you please pray to Krishna on my behalf. Then he prays to Krishna that please give your darshan once to him. Please be merciful to him. Then Krishna gives him his darshan, he takes his darshan and then he leaves his body. That sadhu. He goes back to Godhead. So we see here through this pastime that it's very much possible that a person may know the scriptures very well, may be able to quote it, describe it, recite it, everything, but still not have the faith. So to that kind of person, they will fall down. They cannot progress. And this person, they say dacoit, he has no good qualities if you see in the normal terms. He might have killed many people, he has robbed many people. But when he heard this, he has full faith. That is true. So he receives the mercy. So these stories illustrate that how important is the faith in our spiritual life, and to the degree we have faith, to that degree we are closer to Krishna. Not by how much knowledge we have, that is secondary. Knowledge will be revealed in the heart. To that dacoit, the whole knowledge, when he sees Krishna, whole knowledge is revealed. He knows who is Krishna. It's revealed. So those who have full faith, the transcendental knowledge is revealed in the heart. And the whole life becomes sublime. It becomes very clear. Person knows clearly what he is doing, knows the purpose, he knows how to please Krishna, and he has no reactions to any of his works in this world. So we all should pray to their Lordship, Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar, Shri Shri Krishna Balaram, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai and Shri Prabhupada, to give us that faith, that strong faith, so that we can serve them with all our heart. So with this I will end today's class. If anyone has any question or any comments, I'll try to answer. Hare Krishna.